Hello, chat. I apologize for being late. Hello? Hello, chat! How are you all?
A pay 1 pi 1 peach cheered. X1.
A pay 1 pi 1. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for the 1 biddy. How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. It's good to see you guys. I see that Mary Marvelite got first. Congratulations, Mary. Congratulations. I updated the bingo card. So if you guys use ! bingo, there's a couple new ones. I removed some that weren't really used that much. A pay 1 pi 1
peach cheered. X1. It's my Wednesday and I'll first if I want to.
I'll first if I want to. Yes, you can, Appa. Yes, you can. We are doing a Kumihimo Braid today. We haven't done one of these in a while. It took me a second to set everything up. Because as you can see, we have dual cameras. This one is strangely laggy. Not entirely sure why. It's probably fine though. But I see a Flanger Moose, Mr. Bunny. I saw Kanoka Nanners Day, Mary Marvelite, Night of Zeal, Appa, yip. Dual cameras, yes, they're fighting it out. But I was having a lot of difficulties with it. Also, this camera is the one that I normally read chat on. So, anytime I need to read you guys, I'm gonna have to look this way, because you're on a different screen now. You're over there instead of over here. And I wasn't entirely sure how to fix that, because I don't have a third camera or a third phone to put you guys on, so you're all the way over there. So if it takes me a minute to see your message, know that I'm not reading it until I look this way. Okay, chat? Remember, I don't read you until I look this way. How is everybody? How's your Wednesday? Hope you guys had a lovely Wednesday. So today, if you don't know what Kumihimo Braiding is, you can do ! Kumihimo. It gives you a minor definition, and this was our very first prototype we ever made on the channel. You can see that it is pink, and it was cute, and this was our very first prototype ever. Today, we will be making a white and gold version, which I think is going to look really, really pretty. But that is kind of what we've been doing. Let me put this on camera. There we go. And the reason we have this camera is so that you can see the braid being made here. So as I make the braid, you'll be able to see it as it's coming down. And I always thought that that was kind of cool. You have had 3 cups of tea. Congratulations that you've had 3 cups of tea. I have a cup of water. So, you know, water. Did the stream title update properly? It should say Kumihimo Braiding. Figures and crafting. It appears to have updated correctly. I didn't update it like I normally do. Thank you, Bewick. Also, tomorrow, or tonight, probably tonight, because I won't remember tomorrow. Tonight I will be posting the link for you to enter in your wishes for the New Year's. So if you don't know what the star wishes were, last year for New Year's, or New Year's Eve, we made a wish jar, and here is our wish jar from last year with everyone's wishes and everything in it. And I want to make another one this year, and I'm going to label these year to year, and I'm going to keep them all every single year, and we're gonna see how many we can make before Twitch dies. That's the plan, anyway. What you guys been up to? I'm gonna start weaving, which is what we normally do. So this is a large Kumihimo weave loom. This one I actually got customized with my name on it because I'm silly like that. Whew. Can I pull a Bulma and wish for a cute boyfriend? Did she really do that? Oh, Bulma, you sweet thing. That's so silly. Poor Bulma. Didn't she get Vegeta? She didn't do it, but that was her initial plan. Ah, I see. Good thing she didn't. I think Trunks is my favorite character, gosh darn it. In her defense, she was 16 at the time. She also got a cute boyfriend without it. At that time, was her boyfriend Yamcha? I really didn't like Yamcha. Ah. Crystal keeps getting in the way of chat. I have a dangly crystal above me. It's gonna go over here for now. Yeah, Yamcha. Then he got dumped for the genocidal space prince. Hey, genocidal space princes need love too. Going to move that back a little bit so I don't hit it every time. Okay. Hi, Flint. How are you? This is different. We're doing Kumihimo Braiding today. So Kumihimo Braiding is where you weave a rope basically together and you put fun little stuff into it, and that's My setup is very tight. I don't have a lot of space for this. Very tight setup. Still trying to wake up? Oh, hi, Bloody Sin. Oh, it's good to see ya. So, Flint, when are you doing these hot noodles on stream again? Because you're gonna die, I'm gonna laugh, and we'll be even, right? You laughed at my pain, I laugh at your pain. Braid do we have? I want more braid than that. You're planning on doing them today, but kid canceled. That's fair. These are D&D books. I needed something to elevate my light because otherwise my light's gonna be like shining into your face the entire time. So I needed to raise my light a little bit. Normally, because you know, perlers I usually have like down here. Like, it's not very elevated, but with the loom, it's really tall, so I needed it elevated. Oh, geez, did I just mess up my whole... As long as you can see into the window. When did I laugh at your pain? I was sympathetic the whole time? Yes, okay. Sure, Flint, sure, I totally believe you. 100%. Still, your soul's thread don't tangle. I'm not tangling nothing. I got it. It's all good. You've always wanted to do the Kumihimo from your name? Oh yeah. Do you know how many braids it was? Because this one that we did is 16 braids. We made a necklace, and this one was 16 strings all the way down. This one is obviously only 8 strings, which makes it a lot thinner. Do you know how many strings the one in Your Name was? Oh man, I love that movie too. That's actually one reason why I started doing Kumihimo braids. I don't own it. We should totally watch it in the Discord one day. If somebody owns it and is willing to stream it, I would watch it with you. Thanks for the lurk, Mary. We've got a good start. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding beads now. I adore you, Nanners. The movie made you almost cry? My goodness, Mr. Bunny. If it's a Canadian trick, I can't help you. Hey Jake, how you doing? Exclamation point Kumihimo in chat. It's in the title if you don't know how to spell it. It will explain what we are doing. We are weaving together a bracelet. I am about to some beads out. Thank you, Bewick. Have a good lurk, Mr. Bunny. If you weren't here at the start of stream, if you see me turn this way, it means I'm reading chat because my normal setup is corrupted with what we had to do today. So, this camera is normally my read chat phone, and I can't do that today. Moose, thank you so much for your lurk alert. Have a good time. Isn't that corrupt? Isn't what corrupt? We need to make Kath watch a few of those movies. Wait. It's a reference? Oh. Okay, well fill that part out on your bingo card. Flint with the Neil Bream reference. I don't know what those are. You sent me a trailer for one and I never responded? When did you send me this trailer that I never responded to that I probably didn't click? Remember that one I sent you where there's blood? Where you were like, there's blood already, and I assured you it's not a bloody movie? Hi, little baby. Good to see you. I have no idea what you're talking about, Flint. You seem to have forgotten I have slept since then. And as we all know, sleeping hinders your ability to remember things. So... no clue what you're talking about, buddy. Hi, kid. Good to see you. I hope you had a good shopping experience. Was fine. You got 13 free cups of noodles. 13 free cups of noodles. Valk, hello. Good to see you. You unlurked just to say that? Oh no, what did you say? Met Koi? When did you meet my Koi? Saw a pattern with 16 or 28 threads. If you send it to me, I'll recreate it. Noodles sound good right now? Uh-oh. When you went to cash, they only ringed in 1 instead of the 14 you had? Oh my gosh. Yum, 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 yum. Oh no, I need to sneeze. Suppression! Okay. And Kane, if you want, you tell me what colors you want, and I can make you one. Anyway, Kath, during one of Anvi's last Yakuza streams we did, he mentioned making you want to watch a Neil Breen movie, and I was skeptical that you actually didn't enjoy it. I sent you the trailer, you never responded, and I was like, well, that might have broken Kath. Don't suppress it, you'll blow a gasket. Also, I read it super sassily because that's your voice in my head. All the more reason Neil Breen's films are quite an experience. That was actually a pretty good Flint inspection. Thank you. I've been attempting to recreate a good Flint impression. It's similar to my Anbu impression. Yes, the one where I'm Anbu. You know, they're quite similar, but a little bit different if you know the nuances. I'm Flint! Flint coal! Bit of forte on the coal, yes. Valk, darling, did you have a good Wednesday? You gotta say it like you're diving into battle? Such a classic me thing. Ah, yes! I am the Flint coal! Diving straight into the battle, you can't stop me! Is that closer, Flint? Is that closer to your natural voice? Closer, you implied before, was less than perfect. I mean, you can always improve, right? Nobody's perfect. I presented a bunch of stuff to senior leadership and got all sorts of positive feedback. Ooh. Why is Flint in the voice chat? Totally him speaking. Thank you, Valk, for clipping. If you have a clip was made on your bingo card, you can mark that off now. That's a new spot. That's a new spot on y'all's bingo card. Thank you, Valk, for your clipping abilities. I appreciate you. I do love me some clipping action. Thank you, Valk. Thank you. I appreciate you. A new spot. I was thinking about making another card or two, so there was some variety. Heck yeah! If you guys ever have any ideas for the bingo card, you can totally throw them into stream chat as bingo idea and then like 1 to 2 words. It can't be terribly long because it's just, you know, a bingo slot. All this is doing so far is increasing the odds that I'll be in the next clip show again. I mean, yeah, you know it. That's not bingo card now. Although that is ending tonight. Kath mentions bingo card. Oh, I should do that, yeah. Flint beat poor Kane to the bingo card. Cass Sass's chat. Oh my gosh. Steel deletes Flint's comment. Don't do that. I don't want that on the bingo card. Humming. I do have humming on there. Kath hums. Again, if you say these in chat, I appreciate it. But you really, really need to say that in stream chat in the Discord so that I don't miss it, because I won't remember these after chat. I just hope you understand. And we kind of start to see it on there. Almost long enough. Deal, please. OMG Valkyrie, thank you so much for feeding the whole 1,337 points. Thank you. We appreciate your sacrifice into the hole. It was like a taste of points. It appreciates you. Today was a pretty chill day, though. We had to do a lot of cleanup from the stuff online that broke yesterday across the entire web. So that did affect some of our systems, so we had to call some customers back today and tell them, hey, it's done being broken. You can use the systems again. Everyone I spoke to is very understanding. Oh, this one's gonna be so pretty. I think the next one I want to make is green. The Gamer Bunker, hello, good to see you. Do you have really long hair like in your avatar? I do. I have long hair down to my butt. Not down to my ankles. I wish I could. It's not down to my ankles. You've never heard of this kind of braiding? So if you do exclamation point Kumihimo, no more broken, all is fixed. All is fixed. Caden, please. Thank you, Val, for putting it in there. But Lady Wishy, good to see you. These are weights. These are weights holding down the strings because you need to make everything tight as you're putting it in there so that the weave doesn't come undone as you are pushing them down further. So you want to make sure everything's nice and tight. So if you get these bobbins that have weights on them, you can see down here these all have weights on them. It helps you a lot better. A lot of the ones that you buy in the store are not weighted, and I have a set of those that are not weighted, but I realized that the weighted ones actually help it keep a tighter weave a lot better than the unweighted ones. I'm learning. Oh no, but I don't want to learn. I don't want to do it, Kane. I refuse. Oh no. Got a finished one? This one here is a finished one. This is actually the same one that we are currently making, except ours is going to be white and gold. And this is a pink one. Let me zoom in real quick. We're zooming in. Hold on. Too far. There we go. So this is a finished braid that we've already done once before. And you can see that it's nice and pink and pretty. And this is what ours is going to look like, except it's going to be white and gold instead of pink and pink. Zooming back out. But you already sound so cute. Oh no. Top of my screen, yes, yes. Like a pink dragon. The seed beads are very pretty. I really like the seed beads. Have a good lurk, Flint Cole. Enjoy your babysitting. I appreciate you. We'll talk about your pay later, okay? We'll talk about your pay later. Moose, have a good lurk as well. Appreciate you popping in. I got a fun wand? Wand? What wand? So do the weights also hold the beads? Yes. So let me get one that I'm not using. So this is what is currently in the weights, and what you do is you take your string, your woven thing that you're doing, and you wrap it around this and you close it. And then as you're unwinding, this is... I don't want to mess that up. Hold on. So as you're unwinding, this is what you're using, and you just let out a little bit at a time so you don't have the entire string to deal with. Because this is there's 3 feet worth of string on each one of these bobbins, and that way it doesn't need to be, you know, the size of a house as you're looming it up. Hi, Anova, you're amazing. Hope you had a good Wednesday. Heck yeah, it's pretty cool looking. It's very relaxing as well. I used to take this, I had a portable loom, and I would take them when I went on plane rides for trips for work and stuff like that, when I had to go to conferences, because conferences are very boring, and they long plane rides, and you jump from place to place, etc. And I would usually take a portable loom with me, and I would just make a bracelet on the way there, and then, you know, I'd have one, and then I'd make one on the way back. It's just very relaxing. Portable looms are made of foam, so that as you're weaving it, it kind of like sticks it in place every time, so then you can just ignore it. Hello, Green Dragon. Good to see you. Hope you're having a lovely Wednesday. We are making a Kumihimo braid today. Something fun and exciting. If you don't know what Kumihimo braids are, you can use exclamation point Kumihimo to learn a quick little blurb about them. The one that we're making today is white and gold. You can start to see it coming along. My gosh! We've been raided! King of Farland, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a lovely stream. Welcome in, raiders. Anova, thank you so much for shouting out King Farland. We appreciate you. We are making Kumihimo braids today. Something very chill, relaxing, crafty stuff to do. Hi, how you doing? If I've never seen you before, my name's CathrenaGame, Cath for short. And I hope you guys are having a lovely Wednesday so far. If you see me turn this way, it's because I'm reading chat, because normally the thing that I read chat on is this camera. And obviously I'm dual using it, so I had to put chat on a different window, which is way over there. King Farland, how are you? What were you all streaming today? Today's Tuesday? Today is not Tuesday. Baka! Hello! I swear it's not Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? No, it's not Tuesday. What? It's definitely Wednesday. Baka, honey, what do you mean? You played Smite? Oh, I played Smite way back in the day. I haven't played it in a long time, though. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I played mine on my PlayStation, though. You're brainless? No, you're not. You're adorable. That's what you are. Adorable Baka. We are making some Kumihimo braids today. Oh, no, which one was I on? Oh, Baka, you're totally fine. It wasn't a bad day. You gotta get ready for work and you come home maybe on Dead by Daylight. Ooh, exciting. Give her your livers? Oh my gosh. You love my festive nails? Thank you. I All right, so when I did my nails today, I was like, okay, I want to be Christmassy. I'm going to use green base because that's my signature thing, right? I'm going to use a green base. And then I'm going to put red on it. You know, red and green. That's a Christmas theme. Totally fine. And then I put it on there and I'm like, I should have put white under the red so that it pops out a little bit more. It's too late. I've already put a top layer on it. Whatever. Oh, Baka, it's good to see you. I am thankfully done with work for the day. I don't have any more work. I can relax and chill and make stuff with you guys. You just got off work? Welcome home, Baka! Welcome home! It's too late, can't reverse it now. Oh, you guys are sweet. Thanks again so much for that raid, King. Do you prefer King or Farlon? Or something different? I usually just call people by the first part of their name, unless they tell me different. Appa. Good to see you, Appa. Also, if you weren't here, since my setup is super different today, I can't read chat unless I look this way, which breaks my model because it goes completely offside. So, I'm gonna start calling you OMG. Alright, I'll start calling you OMG. OMG, how you doing? Are you ready for your own stream later? Nice, fun, chill, crafty stream. Home, finally. Welcome home, Appa. Everybody's getting home. I hope you all have lovely dinner plans. Please eat. You need to make sure that you have all of the liquids in your diet. All of the nice foods. No matter what kind of foods they are, make sure you eat. Keep your strength up. Do something you find interesting. Do something you find fun. Take the evening off, relax, read a book, play a game. Murder something in a game. Now you can start to see the braid coming out. It's tiny because it's all the way over there, but couldn't figure out how to zoom in with my camera. Murder, that is all. You're getting ready to the gingerbread house. Ooh, that's exciting. Also, what is happening? Why is Koi live? I don't know. He doesn't tell me anything. My boyfriend can do what he wants. I'm not his keeper, just like he's not my keeper. I do what I want. Basically gonna go to work for 4 hours, then come home, stream until 3, sleep until 7, take your sisters to school, go to breakfast, then go show that I know how to save a life on your EMT finals. I think that's a pretty solid schedule you got there, King. I'm completely hypnotized by your craft. It took me 3 minutes to focus enough to type this. Aw, it's all good, King. Green, sorry, I was looking at the wrong name there. If you are interested, there's a lot of different braiding tutorials and things online that you can follow, or you can buy kits or whatever you want to do. In the Kumihimo command that I have, there is a link to the shop where I bought this loom, so you can get like any kind of supplies you want from there. Just go to Hobby Lobby or whatever other craft store you got nearby. I'm sure they got braiding discs or whatever you want. It's very, very chill. Honestly, it doesn't take that long to finish one unless you're talking to chat a whole bunch and not paying attention to your weave. It's fine. That's why she has a harem that he doesn't know about. Exactly! Koi doesn't know about my harem. It's fine. You'll be doing it on like 4 hours of sleep. Should be fine. Hey, welcome to the no sleep gang. In my Discord, we run on 5 hours of sleep every night. Kane can vouch that I run on like 5-ish hours of sleep every night, and so does most of my Discord. So we get it. 4 hours is a little less than normal for my team, but is totally within variable rights. King or Farland works well. You tend to like Farland more since it's your model. Oh, okay. Noted. Where's my notepad? Noted. Got it. Farland, I got you. I'm all over this. How long does it take you to make a bracelet? If I'm not talking to chat, I can finish one of these in about 2 hours. If I'm talking to chat, the whole stream. So, you know. Wait, you guys actually sleep? I don't know how she does it. I know, Kane, I'm crazy. Once you become an EMT, I'm supposed to be doing 24-hour shifts? Yeah, that's crazy. Listen, we don't have a no sleep gang. We have a 5-hour sleep gang. Gosh darn it. I used to do really well with 4 hours of sleep in 2. That's fair. You're the youngest and you do 2 things, school and stream. Hey! I'm also the youngest, but I do 2 things. Work and stream, because I'm old. I've done the college thing, and then I went to work, and I work in advertising, and I got really bored of advertising, so I was like, hey, I like streaming and talking to random people on the internet and strange voices, and they seem to find me interesting, so I'm gonna continue doing that. It sounds fun. So this is my hobby after work every day, so I get to go and be angry and stuff at work. Not that I'm angry at work, but that I get to come over here and be silly, and I'm happy about it. We have a you have to sleep, but for how long no one knows. Kane. Do 20-minute naps. If I don't get enough sleep, I'm a real... Oh. I see. I think I can still function on 3 hours of sleep if I need to. But I need at least 3 hours of sleep. I can't really function without at least 3 hours of sleep. Really, really nice. Hey. You're rando, that's fair. Today you got the perfect amount of sleep and woke up fully rested. You haven't had that good of sleep in a long time. Nice, Green Dragon, nice. Hello, hello, Shadowfall. Good to see you. Hope you're having a lovely Wednesday. Yes, we are doing a Kumihimo Braid today, which is a very chill thing where you just weave a bunch of stuff together into a pretty little pattern. This is the one that we did before. This is the exact same pattern that we're doing, except this one's pink, and the one we're working on is white and gold. very chill. I really enjoy this craft. I want to do more, and I really want to make bracelets for my friends. But if you don't use beads, because I have a bunch of like seed beads and things that you could use, but if you don't use beads and you just do the weaving aspect of it with like the braids and everything, it'll go much faster. Because the beads themselves take quite a lot of time to actually, because it's one at a time, obviously. You do one bead per weave, you have to make sure it's under the one before it. And it's a little bit of a pain, but totally worth the effort by the end. And if your brain doesn't shut off halfway through, and you don't accidentally start weaving backwards, which I may or may not have done in a previous run. The spiky cog of death and protrusions look like an excellent tool of death for a seamstress such as yourself, yes. All hail the spike cog. It's a loom. What do you mean? It's a loom. It just helps you keep all of your strings in line. But if you want it to be a spike cog, it is a spike cog. I've actually seen variations of these where it's a lot sharper, and I'm not entirely sure why it's a lot sharper, but it's definitely a lot sharper. And I booped my mic terribly. Sorry about that. If you have Kath boops her mic on your bingo card, you can mark that off now. You got bingo? Alright, well, before everybody clears their cards, what are the slots that you filled there, Farlin? What are the slots? Kidding, you've only been here for like 5 minutes. You never know! I could have done things in 5 minutes to get you a bingo. I am that chaotic. Haha. Me. Chaotic. I'm totally chaotic. Look at me. I'm just a little jelly cathoid and try to make it in the world. Is the wish form up? No, the wish form is not up yet. I was going to do it tonight. If you guys don't have anything to do on New Year's Eve, I will be here. And if you want to add some of your wishes to our wish jar this year, I will have that form up. But the wish stars are these that we make live on stream. It's just a bunch of papered stars that I write your wishes into, and then I bind them and make them into 3D stars. And then we put them in a jar for the whole year. This jar is all of the wishes that my chat had last year. And I hope this next year we will have a lot more wishes so I can fill a bigger jar. But I'm looking forward to it. I really like making the wish stars for everybody. Oh, Valk found the secret. I'm gonna be completely honest, this weapon of death and destruction confuses me. It seems like you're just placing them in places and have no idea where they're going. Oh, I know where they're going. Do you want me to explain? So what you're doing here is you basically just go back and forth. So these two and these two are the ones weaving back and forth. It gets a lot more complicated once you add like 16, 18. This is a 16 weave braid. So this is 16 different colors. But essentially, you're taking the bottom left, putting the bead underneath the string up top, and putting it up here. And then so it's just you're flipping it on the same side of the ones that you're working on, and then this one on the outer side goes to the outer side of the bottom one. So then you just put the bead under, pull it down, and then pull tight. And make sure that it's a nice strong weave. So then the outer side to the outer side, bead under, outer side. It's very simple once you understand the concept. Outer side, bead under to outer side, bead under to outer side. Pretty simple. You have no idea where they're going? You're doing great. Now you have to go to work. Hey, Farland, thanks again so much for that raid. I appreciate you. I hope you have a lovely time at work. I don't know what your work entails, but I hope it is not very complicated and you have a good evening. If anyone from your end gives me trouble, I'm sure I won't. Your stream people are very lovely. I was in there the other day and you guys are very lovely. Jacob, you're lost? What are you lost about? It was very explanatory. You can't even crochet? This blows my mind. Truly, you have mastered the spiky cog. Oh, Anova! Alright. Be safe heading home, Anova. We'll catch you when you come back. See you later. So, Shadow, the next time we do one, I'll probably do a 16 weave. Those are crazy. Because then you have 16 all the way across. So you have a set here and a set here as well. Those are pretty fun. Shadowfall22, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you. Blue, thank you so much for your liquid redemption. I appreciate you. I did need some liquid, thank you. How are you doing today, Blue? Blue, I want to catch one of your streams, but you always stream while I'm asleep. I wake up, I catch Twitter. Man, that was a good stream, everybody. And I'm like, ugh, I was asleep. Gosh darn it. You catch me in my 4 to 5 hours of sleep every night. I'll get you one of these days, Blue. One of these days. You do be a PH tuber? That's how you catch his stream? I don't know what a PH tuber is. See it from there? Sorta. Kinda see the break. Gold and white. There we go. I still have absolutely no idea what's going on, but this is entrancing. That's why I love watching crafty streamers as well. He's from the Philippines. His hours are very different from us. Ah! I see, I see. You're doing good. You're just starting out at work. Hey! I hope you have a fun day at work. You'll probably catch me on Saturday or Friday. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, cool. I will try to catch you then. Usually Fridays and Saturdays are my days when I stay up late. I sleep in on Saturdays and Sundays and I stay up late Friday nights and Saturday nights. Kane can vouch for that because usually I'm chilling with them pretty late. And then my next day is all ruined. We're actually over halfway done with the braid already. I think we're making pretty good time. Cath is bewitching. I am a witch. Normally, today I'm a Cathoid because my model is weird in this particular format, especially if I have to turn my head a whole bunch like I do on this one, so. Fun at work, huh? We make her a degen. You do. I mean, technically I am a degen, so. The spiky frisbee has numbers. Why does it have numbers? What are those for? Is it to number the days it has left? I mean, yeah, you could think about it that way. As I weave the beads themselves onto the things, it counts the days one by one. And you'll never know what it means until one day your number is there next to it all. I do see you guys in voice chat sometimes. I should join you. Do it, Blue. Do it. Hi, Cam. Hi, Cam. How you doing? Yeah, we've converted her to degen hours. Yes. You are more than welcome to join. I hope it doesn't land on 22. How is your day going, Cam? We are making a lovely Kumihimo braid. I don't know what to do with it after I make it, though, honestly. These are not colors I would normally wear, so I was thinking I might give it to somebody as a gift for Christmas. Wait, my brain! Hold on. Ha 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 ha. Okay, now I can go. Almost done fudged up, chat. Almost fudged up. Jacob, that one's adorable. Look at this. You can see the braid that we've done on stream down here. Gotta figure out how to make it zoom in one of these days. The spiked plate has tricked you into achieving a false sense of judgment. How rude of it. It is all good. This braid is actually behaving quite a bit today. Normally I have a lot more trouble with the braid strengthen part. But it is being strangely cooperative today. We inch closer and closer to 22, and I am scared of the consequences. It's reached it. It's alright. Is that the actual one that's supposed to land on 22, though? I don't think so. Because if you look at it here, these ones with the green tabs are actually the very first ones. And I'm pretty sure it skipped 22. The one that landed on 22 wasn't the first one. So we gotta go all the way around for 22 to actually be on there. It was a false positive. It was a false positive for the 22. It has to go all the way back around and land back on 1. Not that that means anything to anybody. I put green tape on the ones that I start with, so I always know which ones we're at. Nothing has happened. I appear to be fine. I fear my days are numbered. You're totally fine. Nothing bad will happen. I promise. We are just here to be chill and relaxed. I think you and my friend Kid would get along quite well. Kid likes to enhance the chaos as well. The cold, desolate grasps of death shall rattle me, my very being to its core, and the spiked disgust shall finish its creation. It's gonna be really pretty, though, right?
Purple gem, button corner.
Anbu!
The wandering Anbu cheered. X100.
Hi, Anbu. How you doing? Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I appreciate you. Swoon for the wandering Anbu. How's your day going? Are you on your way to your next recital? Practice? What are you doing right now? Are you practicing? Sneaking in here to send some cheers? Alright, thank you, Envoy. I appreciate you. Maybe I will catch you later. You have earned the Blue Potion 5K Biddy Badge. Ooh, Anbu, look at you unlocking an emote. I was gonna say that we have another Aston. Who is this Anbu character? Anbu, I hope you've been well. We've missed you. Before I do this, I want the new one, please. The new one? Really? Okay, alright. Kingdoms, thank you so much for your potion redemption. I appreciate you. How you doing, Kingdoms? You're actually going to be streaming in a bit. Wanted to come say hi. Ooh, exciting, exciting. Maybe we'll catch you later. I do still do the voice. It's just, it's what I say. I do voices. It's what I do. Till then, take care, y'all. Love you, miss you. I miss you too. Kath, a voice actor? I have taken classes. I've never done anything with it, though. Maybe one day. One day I'll have my dream fulfilled of being a voice actor. Can I just say this thing having a triangle pattern on it is low-key driving me up the wall? 32 is not divisible by 3? So this isn't 3. It's supposed to be divisible by 4, not 3. It's not a triangle pattern at all. 16 to 8 to 4, because a lot of braided patterns take 8, 16, or 32. The black rectangles make a triangle? I never noticed. Huh. Interesting. Those spindles being flexible so you can prepare multiple beads. Heck yeah! I like it, it's really nice. Take a peek at the peak acting on Vu. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I did look at Flint earlier. I mimicked the Flint and Neon, bro. But yeah, so you basically wind as many beads as you need, and that way you can just let out a little bit each time, so you don't have the entire thing that you're working on let go at once. Makes it a lot easier to keep going. The Weave Maestro, surely Jess, you must be a successful voice actor already. One must have a soothing voice to keep this evil, spiked heathen in check. I don't know why suddenly I'm reading all of your lines in like an epic kind of voice, but it's I feel like that would be the voice that you would use for that particular sentence. I like it. Keep doing it. But no, I've only taken voice acting classes. I've never actually done any voice acting gigs. I kind of wanted to do audiobooks because I think audiobooks would be a lot of fun. And I like audiobooks. Hey, Bead. Well, I mean, ain't all VTubers technically voice actors? I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is, tis an epic voice. Tis definitely my voice, as proper and quaint as it should be for one such as myself. One could even say that I often write stories of my own. Shadow, I look forward to reading those stories. Maybe you should share them in my Discord. We do have a personal art share channel if you're ever interested. Blue, thank you so much for that lurk. We'll see you later. Have fun doing whatever it is you need to get doing. I think in your case it would be work. My vocabulary is extensive and complex, as vast as the ocean's blue and as tall as the mountains high above. No one word ever describes my perplexed choice of words. What a strange last sentence you wrote. It's all good, I understand. I'm a pretty good reader unless you have like excessively long words. The excessively long words tend to trip me up. And now I'm waiting for a sentence with excessively long words in it. I'm sure it's coming. Kingdoms. Kingdoms, no! What is that? Electrocardiographs and encephalographs are relatively similar, considering both rely on electrical impulses produced internally. Robust words are troublesome, but the infinitesimal words are okay. Oh my gosh. What is this? Why are we speaking in long words in chat today? I have to look over here to see chat, and it's gonna take us a long time to get back. Encephalograph. Encephalograph. Electroencephalograph. I often use such vernacular vocabulary to reach other audiences. It's very nice. I like it. It's fun to say. I like video games because I like to read all of the lore and stuff in video games, and it's a lot more fun when they use the fancy words so you can do fun little voices with them. That's really exciting. Appa, yip, yip, so small text like this is good. I will fight. In theory, yes. Disclaimer, I believe we were talking about length, not font size. Exactly. Pray you, my friends, to allow me to speak in emotes only. All hopes you understand and translate said emotes correctly. Do it, Zeal, do it. Starting job number 2 for the day. Hey, Jacob, thanks so much for hanging out with us for a little bit. I hope your second job of the day goes well and that you don't have anything crazy happen to you tonight at work. Cinnamon Crispos are delicious. Try not to consume them all in a single bite. Because I could inhale the whole thing in a single bite. I love cinnamon flavored things. It's my favorite. Churros. Did I say churros? Or did I say Crispos? Or did you mean churros? Was that a mistype, Jacob? Do you have cinnamon churros? I just assumed you meant cinnamon chips. Because crisps, I believe, can also mean chips. No. Now somebody's being rude. See, I knew this weave was going too easy. I knew it was going too easy. A bead popped out of place. Hang on. I'm asking if you like churros. Yes, I love churros. Churros are yummy. I am ready for Western music tonight. I don't know, at least it's not country, uh-oh. I believe that may have been the most concisely developed sentence I have spoken today. Churros are good. I like it. I like churros. Churros are yummy. We are almost done with the beads, chat. We are almost done with the beads. Then we'll have quite a bit of just normal braid to do. And then we finish it off, and then we cut it and glue it, and we have a bracelet. Hey DJ Dafa, how you doing? Are there rocks up ahead? If there are, we'll all be dead. Stop your rhyming now, I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? Tighten. Blasted beads barely budging before being birthed back into their rightful place. As you wish. Are we going to the cliffs of insanity soon? Who says we're not already here? Tumbles down the mountain. Wesley can be my pirate in a mask any day. Man, Wesley! I enjoyed Wesley as an actor. I really liked him in Robin Hood Men in Tights. That was a good one. Insanity is an odd definition. Tell me who is insane, the spider who sets his web for the fly, or the fly who flies into it knowing the consequences. He was in Twister too. Oh, you're right. We're men. We're manly men. Thought the fly may never come, the spider still sets a web and waits. Though the spider, yes. Alright, chat, we are down to the last little bit. This is our braid so far. I'm gonna zoom in so you can kind of see it. Hold on. Zooming in. Ah! Hold side. Look at that! That's what we made today. The colors aren't coming out, but it's white and gold. It's pretty nice. Men in Tights. Hey, that was a great movie. 10 out of 10 would watch it with chat. See, the not bead section goes by much faster. Finally, the finished product of the Deathly Wheel is far more beautiful than I imagined. Tonight, I'm babysitting the lighting for the bar. Jay Wranglers? Oh, how interesting. Did I... I boot my camera at some point. Oh, well, it's fine. Making the progress. Tell me, what does one do with this finished project as a garment to wear or a decorative for another object? So you can have it be, you can make it really long, like this one is really long. Oh shoot, I never zoomed back out. Gosh darn it, hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to not be zoomed out. So you can have a long product like this, and you can use it for like a handbag one. So you could, like, you know, replace your handbag with it so it'll be nice and soft and pretty. Or you could have it as a bracelet. So this one you would wear as like a bracelet. I use metallic, so you can, it's easy to kind of snap back into place. This one is made for a slightly larger wrist than mine. I have very tiny wrists. Very small wrists. So I made this one for someone who has a slightly larger wrist than mine. But it's pretty cute. Very fancy, very pretty. So you could use it as, or you could turn it into like maybe glasses holders or something that kind of hangs around, but most of the time you just turn them into jewelry you would wear. This one is going to eventually be a bracelet. Thank you, Shadow. Appreciate you. I want to make more colors. I think they'd be really pretty to give away. The cost of a single one isn't terribly expensive. Obviously, it's just the time that you put into it for everything. But I just enjoy doing it because it's fun. So the time doesn't mean much to me. I know not what I have stumbled into, but I'm glad I've arrived here. I enjoyed watching the crafts of others. It is nice to see someone taking part in things they enjoy. Yeah, I really enjoy crafty stuff. Normally we do perler beads, not so much the Kumihimo braiding. This is just something we do very randomly because I bought some beads that I wanted to play with and then I turned them into something. But normally we do perler beads, you know, perler beads and stuff like that. So it's a little bit different than stuff that we normally do. So, but it's enjoyable nonetheless. Perler beads I enjoy because you can recreate like video games characters and stuff with it. So, very detailed, fun pixel art kind of stuff. Hi, Jacob. Has your work not started yet, or are they just chilling? Just a little bit more. Okay. I think that's good as far as the braid goes. This being on the right of my screen is very cute as well, though. I'm not quite sure what it is, be it a cat or a spider. So this over here, this little jiggly thing is called a cathoid. It is a mix between a cat and a metroid. It's what you guys are on my channel. So every channel has their own little, like, what is chat kind of thing. You guys are cathoids because you're Cath. My name is Cathrena, so it's Cath, and then oids because it's a mix with metroids. So cathoids. And if you ever wanted to be this model, it is for free to download in my Ko-Fi shop. So if you ever wanted to stream as a Cathoid, you can totally download this and play with it on your own computer. And I'm very jiggly. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Show doesn't start for another hour. Ah, I see, I see. Hey, we got a Cath cult in chat. Mark that off on your bingo cards. Normally, we are a red-haired green witch that likes to kind of hang out and do stuff. But for crafty streams, it is a lot easier to be jiggly. So that if there's a little bit of jank, it is fine. You thought it seemed familiar? Though it's been ages since you've taken part in playing Metroid. So it's not entirely exactly like Metroid. Mainly it's kind of the coloring and the eyes. Metroids don't actually have eyes. They have like little brain things inside the body. So I took that, scooched them to the forward to make a face instead, and I gave it little teeth on the bottom as well. So that's why I said it's a cross between a cat and a Metroid, because it's not really a Metroid, because I'd get in trouble if I actually used a Metroid. I see things in the background I've never seen before, some D&D books in a light. Yes, it's because it's a slightly different angle. Yeah, the books are here to keep Perlers flat as they cool. So now what we need to do is I need to tie this off. The weave looks pretty strong. Hey, the bead's doing anything weird. I think we're done with the second camera. Hold on, let me turn that one off. Okay. Valk, hey, Valk, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely evening. Have a good time streaming your gingerbread house. I am totally looking forward to that. We'll see you later, Valk. I'm sorry, OMG. No, my new extra angle. Sorry, we were finished with it. We didn't need it anymore. So now all I'm doing is I am taking off the rest of this thread. Because we don't need it anymore. We are done with the thread. You're the ones who will need protection from the spiked cog of death. It's okay. It's in its little casing now. It's all can't escape anymore. Probably you are probably fine. Probably. I would not be concerned unless you hear clicking outside your window later. Probably. Think I cut too much. I cut too much. Oh. Ah, imprisonment for the foul being of destruction. Hopefully it shall be satiated as the task has been completed. You would hope so. It's not the only thing you have to worry about in my chat, though, so, you know. I would worry more about the hole itself. The hole tends to make everybody else more nervous. Vela, thank you so much for putting 10,000 points and defeating the hole. We appreciate your sacrifice, dear sweet Velith. The hole is a soul consumption inanimate being that sometimes pops into chat and eats viewers, and that's why the viewers stop talking. So you have point redemptions if you ever want to feed the hole to make sure that you are not its next victim. If you want to. You could always just take your chances. There's a bead slightly out of place. All better. My God, this hole shall not victimize a man of my stature. I shall be far more powerful in my prime to be consumed. Hey, kid. Flint babysat you for a little over an hour. He expects his payment in the mail. Alright, thanks, kid, for the update. Tell him it is totally on its way. Oh, you don't want to threaten the hole. That makes it angry. Most people just sit quietly by and wait. Make me sue. Hi, Flint! I am now one with the hole, yes. Oh no, Blue! Blue, come back! Yeah, this looks pretty good. Don't see Any major issues I couldn't fix. There we go. You're bouncing back and forth between Cath and Anby. Nice, nice. Your internet can't handle 2 streams? It's okay. Have a good time in Anby. Stream, Flint. It's okay. Consider that proper babysitting? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is pretty good. It's like the perfect size. Nice. Okay. Anby is the trader streaming during cat. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everybody can stream whenever they want. It is not a competition. We are all chill, relaxed people. Besides, if they're not streaming while I'm streaming, who am I gonna raid when I'm done playing? My goodness. I'd see you later, Flint. Thanks so much. Don't try and pit mommy and daddy against each other. We don't fight at all, actually. Thank you. I believe the infinitesimal consequences this whole shall thrust upon me will be thwarted by my valiant efforts to fight both tooth and nail for a submissive victory. It shall not devour me today. What I needed. Okay. I couldn't find our thing. You should go. All right, kid. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a lovely rest of your evening as well. We'll see you later. The tools of separation. Woo. It is finished. We are all done. You can see that it is, it's the pink one except white and gold. Let me zoom in so you can see the pattern. It's kind of like a dragon scale pattern, which is why I like it so much that you use the seed beads and everything along it. I think it's really cool. Yes. I'll zoom back out. And so now what we need to do is we need to make it to where we can fit both sides into the connectors, and then we glue them together, and then it makes a bracelet, essentially. I have misplaced a word. The hole is getting into your subconscious. Careful, it likes your subconscious. Conscious thoughts are quite tasty. Aw, thank you. I really like it. I think the next one I want to make will be green. I don't know, what's your all's favorite colors? What should be the next color of our bracelets? So it's a little silly how you have to prepare it on the ends, because the piece that we need to fit it into is a lot bigger than what is currently here. So you have to take some of the extra string and wrap it around the edge until it's thick enough so that you can then place the Bobby onto. Your favorite is already covered, but maybe blue or red or silver. No, do not go, it is but a crow. Too thick, I think. Yes, be just about right. Blue, thank you so much for redeeming. Ara. Thank you for your 3,000 points. Okay, now this is where I need 3 hands. Hang on. Hold that for a second. The metal weight on the end of the strand surely allows to operate as a flail. There you go. E6000 glue for jewelry making. Your nails look as though they've been painted for the holiday season. They are. I did green and red for today because green and red is Christmas themes. I thought that was pretty cool. Next time I'll probably do like green and white and red. That'd be a lot more in season. Okay, I need to. Now this is the stressful part. If I fudge up here, we lose the entire braid. Fingers crossed, everything will be fine. Okay. I think we're good. We're good, chat. There's half of it done. Now we gotta do the same to the other side. And then it has to sit for 24 hours. And then you can wear it. Have to paint them candy canes? Ooh, we could do candy canes. I like candy canes too. Okay. Not so bad. Do the same on the other side. Also, if you wanted to, chat, I did add the command !wishes. So, Velith, if you wanted to, you could start putting in your wishes for the New Year's. !wishes to get that command. If you don't know what I'm talking about, every New Year's, we do a wishing stream where everybody puts in their wishes for the new year, and we make little wish stars out of them, and then we seal it up for the next year. And then these are all of the wishes from everyone in chat last year for the year of 2021. And they're gonna stay in this jar. And basically what I do is I have strips of paper that I write everybody's wishes onto, and then we turn them into 3D stars and throw them in the jar. I wanna do this every year. I think it's really fun. And I wanna see what you guys have. Things for the new year. You can be anonymous, you cannot be anonymous, whatever you wanna do. But we will be streaming from 5 p.m. Central till 2 a.m. so that we at least cover through the west coast of America into the new year for everybody. You've painted your niece's nails many times. You're a connoisseur of the fine arts of makeup. Aw, that's okay. I grew up without a mom, so my dad tried to help me as best he could. But he was not. He wasn't one of those dads. He is military. So I made do with what I had. Really? Hi, Zeal. You're also military, so you understand. That's fair. Yep, I grew up on Air Force bases. Bounced around a whole bunch. My sister was born in Spain. My brother was born in Germany, technically. So it was pretty cool. I was born in Las Vegas, Nevada. All the bouncing. Pretty sure the hospital that I was born at no longer exists. Oh, it is all good, Shadow. You are awesome. You are an awesome uncle. Stop connecting to everything you see. Worse than a bard. Okay, there we go. Hi, Kane. You have done your fair share of traveling to the dusty dunes of Afghanistan, to the harsh deserts of Iraq, getting blown up and shot at. Yeah, my dad did all that. He's actually retired. He did a full 20 years. The Bard comment reminded me of this song someone made about wooing Cthulhu. I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about, but go ahead and send it to me anyway, Kane. We're already on that type of relationship. Hey, I like D&D memes. Give it to me. Come on. Okay. 6,000 is prepped. Now we just need to cut. Pray I don't fudge it up. And we're good. We're in the home stretch. Hi, Dusty Big Unicorn. And I will go back through and trim the bits that are hanging out later. There we go. We are all done. Congrats, chat. You have finished a braid with me. Put this. Glue leaks. Not on my table. Okay. And then that's gonna sit there and dry for 24 hours. Takes a lot out of a man to give 20 years? Yeah. My dad's a good guy though. He's still nice. He's still a good guy. Still talk to him, you know. Yeah. Yeah, we don't do the braids very often, but I think the next one we're gonna do, I'll do a bunch of different colors. I think that'll be pretty fun. Welcome back, Anova. We just finished. It is here, drying. I'm gonna put it on the blue. Camera doesn't really like everything on white. Zoom in a little bit. All finished. But Anova, welcome in. I was telling them that I did finish the Wishing Stars Google document. So if you do !wishes, you'll get the link to submit all of the wishes for this year. Obviously, we're going to be collecting it until the end of the month, so there's no rush. And I'm going to post it in the Discord later as well, and we'll get that taken care of. Heck yeah! I appreciate you guys always hanging out with me. It means a lot that you would want to watch me do crafty things. I meant to go back and fix this one because I don't like how I left so much here on this one. I wanted to go back and cut it off.
Shadow_Fall22 just resubbed for 1 month.
Shadow! Aw, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Welcome to the Cath Clan. Swoon, Shadow. Chat swoon for Shadow. Aw, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Enjoy your new emotes. I personally love the swoon one the most. Eventually, when we do get animated emotes, the swoon one will be animated. And she's gonna be like, ooh, and then the heart's gonna be, ah, and it's gonna be super cute. You wish to be a cathoid? It seems fun? Yes. We are a very chill group of people. We don't have a lot of stress. Okay, well, let me rephrase that. We don't have a lot of group stress? Is that what I'm looking for? When do I develop teeth of my own? At 3 months, you'll pop out of your shell. So you have an egg, and you're gonna hatch yourself in 3 months. And then you'll be a little baby cathoid. And then you'll be a full-grown cathoid like me. This cathoid model that you're looking at is a 6-month-old cathoid. And then at 9 months, you turn into a chunkoid, which is a little bit of a chubby one, which everybody loves the chunkoid. And then at 12 months, you are a full-grown cathoid. Define stress. You stress every Horror Friday. We do have Horror Fridays. So the normal schedule that we have every week, because we're a variety streamer, we do a lot of different things. Sundays and Wednesdays are craft streams, and we do braids or we do perler beads. I made a plushie on stream once. It's super fun. Mondays and Thursdays are flip-flop days. One of the days is D&D and the other day is a random game. The reason for that is that a member of our D&D group is on swing shifts, so now D&D is either on Monday or Thursday of each week, which this week it's on Thursday, so tomorrow we will be having D&D. And then every Friday is horror streams. It's great. Currently, we're trying to finish Outlast 2. I don't know where we are. We just got into the mines in Outlast 2, so I don't know how much longer we have to get through there. Saturdays are community streams, and Tuesdays is my day off. Don't talk to me on Tuesdays. Well, you can talk to me in the Discord. It's okay, Innova. I play the game of stress for you, so you can enjoy the horror, but not actually have to deal with it. I'll deal with it for you. Totally fine. Outlast 2, you've played that one? You hate that evil school of haunts and hooligans? Yeah. Yeah. It's not the most fun game I've ever played, but it is a horror game. I know. I was kidding. I'm always in the Discord on Tuesdays. I just, you know, I'm not here. I'm not live. I can't jiggle for you. I can't be my witch character. We don't do things on Tuesday. Pretty sure you talk to me every day. I mean... So there's a link down below, or you can do !Discord, which Innova got you. And you are totally more than welcome to join the Discord. We're a very relaxed group of people. I think I said this already. With the no stress comment from before. You know what I'm talking about. Kat, did you ever get a chance to try out those game fixes? I did, Zeal. And those game fixes worked. Which means that after Outlast 2, we will be able to play Song of Silence. Yay. I am looking forward to it so much. But I actually did start enjoying Outlast 2 last week, so we're gonna finish it now. Yes, you can upvote that. You've arrived in the Discord! Excellent. I appreciate you. The hole doesn't actually exist in Discord. It only exists in the stream. Kath, don't cut the pink one yet. Let me measure my wrist. Of course! Measure your wrist to get back to me. And if it's the right size, I'll send it to you. If not, I will make adjustments for you. Because I do have the tiny wrists. Let me measure my wrists. Hold on. I have... My wrist is... My wrist is 6 1/4? I don't know what that is in centimeters. Sorry, metric system. 6 1/4 is what my wrist is. You've arrived in the Discord, Ilda. Welcome, Green Dragon. Welcome. We do appreciate you guys popping in. Please, if you have crafty stuff, if you have pictures, food pictures are the main thing. I want to see everybody's food pictures. I don't care what you eat every day. I want to see food pictures in the food portion of the Discord. We do also have a fun clip show, ! Clip show, if you want to see our first ever clip show made by the amazing Bakatako. I am in talks with her to get a second clip show made. It'll be a while, because I haven't sent her anything yet, and that's on me. You know. But it'll be pretty chill. But tomorrow's D&D. That's really everything we had to talk about today. I will post that other thing. Oh, if you want a free Christmas card, today is the last day to get your name on the free Christmas card list. You don't have to pay anything. It doesn't cost anything to you. I like to send out free Christmas cards to my viewers every year. So !card. Oh, Kane, thank you. You don't have to have a physical card. If you are uncomfortable giving me your address, which is totally fine, you can give me your email address and I will email you a copy of the Christmas card. So, uncomfortable with physical card, totally fine. Don't even worry about it. Or just send me your email address. I do not have any kind of spam list I can put you on. I don't even know how I would get you on something like that. It's just gonna be sent to you, and that's it. So, 12/7. What is today? Today, 12/8? Okay, alright, I already said today. Listen. I will accept them through tonight, and then... and then I will turn it off. Okay? Listen, you got an extra day, it's fine. You're amazing, Anova. What are we turning off? I was on a call. Nothing. Nothing. I was just telling everybody how to get a Christmas card still. Through tonight. Tonight is the last one. Christmas card list is closing tonight. Blah, blah. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Yes, Blue. If you would prefer a digital card, totally fine. It's the exact same thing as a physical card, except I'm obviously just sending you picture. So, you can print yourself your card if you want. Whatever you want. Heck yeah, Shadow, let me send one to you. Whether it be an actual physical card or an email, let me send you a Christmas card. It doesn't, honestly, it doesn't cost me that much at all to send out a silly little Christmas card to everybody. Unless I start getting like thousands of you guys requests, which is not even near that, so. We'll have maybe 40 people that have asked for a Christmas card, so it's nothing at all. Okay, so while the raid sets up, I'm going to quickly run through the credits for today, and then I'm going to send you over to OMG Valkyrie, who is making a gingerbread house out of perler beads. She is a very talented artist with the perler beads, and she is a sweetheart. I love her very much. So if you guys don't mind, stick around for that while I run through the credits. Thank you so much for the cheers today, the Wandering On Boo, Appa Yip Yip. Thank you so much for my moderators hanging out in chat. Thank you so much for the subs. The Shadow, appreciate you. The hosts and the raids, you guys are absolutely amazing. And just so you guys know, I do have a Patreon page. We are in the process of making a webcomic about our Green Witch, so if that's ever something you're interested in, do !webcomic and you can totally take a look at that. And that is it. When we get over there, make sure you shout CathRaid as loud as you can, followed by some kind of emote. And I will see you guys tomorrow for D&D. Yes, I'll see you later, Shadow. Thanks, everybody. So it's good to meet you new guys. I'll see you later. Have a good time. Bye, chat. Bye, chat. I think I ran out of time. Bye.